everybody, welcome back to SlydeBytes. A little bit of an extended playing intro, but I got a little carried away. This was having fun. Anyway, if you're not familiar with this channel, this is a bunch of guitar and gear review channel. All the equipment you see on this channel is my own. As of right now, nothing has been provided to me by any companies or anything like that. And I will let you know if that changes. Anyway, today I'm pretty excited because I picked up a new piece of equipment. Actually, I picked up two. I picked up this Fender glass slide to replace the one I busted and broke. Actually, the last one busted, honestly, was too big. I finally got, Sweetwater finally had the right size for me, the medium, in stock for my bony fingers. And I actually picked up a new Behringer pedal. If you're not familiar with Behringer, they do produce a wide variety of musical equipment. You probably have heard the name, especially if you like guitar pedals, because they have a plethora of affordable pedals. But, you know, recently the prices had gone up. You know, you're looking at $30, $35 on a lot of them, and they are like a plastic cased pedal, and I was kind of looking around for alternatives. But I got on Sweetwater this week, and one that I had wanted, and actually several on one, but I picked up the one that I had the most immediate use for, had dropped in price back from $30, $35 down to $25. So I went ahead and bought one as soon as I could. So let's go ahead and take a look today at the Overdrive that was providing all the, there was the boost that was running into my Blackstar HT Club 40 Mark II, and we are also running the Caline Ghost Ring, and this is the Charvel SoCal Pro Mod in Double Drop B. I adore this guitar. This and my Fender Strat are just my babies. Like, I love them both so dearly. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the Behringer Vintage Tube Overdrive. Let me try that again. The Behringer Vintage Tube Overdrive TO800. Let's go ahead and pull you over here and take a look at it. Go ahead and take a look at the Behringer Vintage Tube Overdrive that we are running into the clean channel of my Blackstar HT Club 40 and the high gain channel both. The clean channel is on the bridge voicing, just so you know. This pedal is designated on here as the TO800, so that would indicate it is more or less based on the like a TS808. Similar to my Digitech Bad Monkey in that regard, which the TS808 is kind of like my preference of Tube Screamer. I find it just a little bit warmer, a little bit smoother, and for my taste. I like the mid-range character a little bit better on TS808s. Not that there's anything wrong with the TS9s. It's just, you know, just my personal taste. And since this went on sale for $25, I figured, you know what, I better grab it while I can, because I've been wanting an extra pedal like this to run in B-Rig. But today we're running it through a actual tube amp because I wanted to see how it pushes the tubes. So this is the gainage you were hearing on the clean channel. We'll just go ahead and grab my pick here, and we'll let you hear that again. Let's just stick on the bridge for a second. Ghost ring off for a second. Go to the neck. Middle position. So let's go ahead and give you some more tone, some more drive. Now I do have to watch my level because I do have neighbors. We're back on the bridge. Yeah, so the tone knob, if you have it maxed, it becomes a little harsh to my ear, but here's with the tone off. I tend to kind of like it in this range. Yeah, so, and the distortion is interesting. So that was at max. Let's try middle. All the way down. you're still getting a pretty decent amount of crunch. And the level gets loud, and it is very sensitive to this. I do feel like you get a lot of crunch no matter where you put this thing. I feel like it's more or less almost like it's adding, I don't know how to describe it. I almost feel like it's adding more of a brightness to the crunch, rather than just adding a ton more. It's almost like an extra level, or maybe even a presence kind of feel to it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like, so here, this is it with it, you know, all the way at the bottom. This is with it all the way at the top. Maybe it's just more aggressive. Maybe that's the best way. Like, you have a decent amount of gain either way, but it feels like it's just more aggressive the more you dial it up. But it's not necessarily more gain, it's just a more aggressive texture. I don't know. I don't know if you're hearing that, but that's what I'm hearing, and it's pretty cool. It's different, and I like that about it. So this guitar does have Seymour Duncan distortion humbuckers, but even with, so this is a perfectly clean tone. So there's a little bit of breakup, but like it. You know, I love TS808s from Ibanez. I think they have a great sound. I love my Digitech Bad Monkey, which is based on that circuit. This is definitely, you know, kind of capturing that same vibe in that same ballpark. I really do like that sound. It's very pleasant to me. It's smooth, it's warm, it's a little bit darker, and the mid-range character is a little different, but it's just a very pleasant sound to me. Let's go ahead and switch over to the high gain channel, let you hear it as a boost. Now, when I use it as a boost, this is how I've been saying it, just because I find it works a little bit better for me. So something like this, and I turn the distortion right around in here, something like that, and this is how I've been using it as a boost. A little noisy, but I mean, considering I don't have a noise gate on right now, not too bad. And once you're playing, so just because I was curious, I wanted to throw a noise gate in front of it. So let me turn the volume off on my guitar. Do you hear that? Yeah, all you're hearing now is just the amp buzzing because I'm sitting in front of it. But once I turn my volume off, actually that noise is coming from my pickups. Volume all the way up on the guitar, turn the noise gate. Noise gate off, but roll that off. Yeah, that's more coming from my pickups. So yeah. When you have a high gain, I'm sitting right in front of the amplifier too, so it is going to be a little bit loud, but not bad. I actually really enjoy this thing. Some specs on it. You do have a plastic casing, you do have your level, tone, and drive knob. So, you know, in general, basic. It's very similar to most, you know, overdrive pedals. The plastic casing does bother some people. I've never broken a Behringer pedal. I have one that's like 15 years old and it's still running just fine, and I've not had any damage on the casing. It's the Behringer digital reverb, and I have so many Behringer pedals at this point, and I have no problems with any of them. You know, beyond some of the just being a little noisy, I have no quality issues whatsoever. The knobs are, you know, relatively solid. you gotta actually fit, like, if you're just doing this, brushing against it, you're probably not gonna move, maybe a little bit likely, but not too bad. Honestly, that's pretty stable. You're not gonna probably bump those by accident and move your knobs. I hate losing my settings, so that's always something I look for. So let's run off of a 9-volt battery or a power supply, so you're fine on that. So yeah, the worst thing with all these, and I say this with every Behringer pedal, is the plastic pins, because you got to punch these pins out to pop open the battery compartment underneath the flip switch. I will say I like this format though overall, with the bigger pad for activating the pedals better than most these like say this Azor with this clicky pushy button thingy. I don't like these as much just because they're noisy and I find them easier to miss, but it's not a huge issue. It's just I prefer this. I prefer like the traditional, like a Boss, Digitech, Behringer. So many other pedals have this format. It's a little bigger, sure, but I do prefer it just because it's easier to hit, and in general, it's quieter to activate other than the spring noise in this one. So some of my other ones, other pedals in this chain don't sound like that, but this is pretty new. Maybe that spring noise will go away over time, but anyway, that's really all there is to it. It's a nice little pedal. I really like it, and for $25, how do you beat that? I mean, really, like, it's doing everything you'd expect a TS808 style pedal to do, and I think in a way it has its own little textures and its own tone to it. I like it a lot. I'm definitely going to be adding this to B-Rig, and it's going to be boosting into my Behringer Ultra Metal and being used for gain on its clean channel over on my other amplifier. And it's a worthy addition. I love my Bad Monkey a lot, but I think this actually will work very well over there. And I want my Digitech Bad Monkey on this rig and this one over there, because they're kind of two different tones, and this one's I think this is a little bit of a darker tone actually than my Bad Monkey. So, and we might do a comparison video. Now I'm just kind of curious, but that's going to be a different video for a different day. Anyway, so that's pretty much all I got. Pretty much simple pedal, and not a whole lot else to say there. I do recommend it. I'm giving the pedal a 5 out of 5. I love it. For what you get for a $25 pedal, I go into this expecting it to be plastic. I'm not going to take points off of that, because I have never broken one. I've never had an issue with that. But just speaking for tones and the adjustability of it and everything, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5. If anything breaks on the pedal or if any issues arise, I will immediately make an update video, as I have always said I will do, and I've done before. I'm going to give the pedal 5 out of 5. It works as a boost. It works on its own. I recommend it. It's not getting into that distortion territory, which is, if I'm going to have a distortion pedal, I want a distortion pedal. If I'm going to have an overdrive pedal, I want an overdrive pedal. I don't really want a overdrive that behaves like a distortion, or distortion that behaves like an overdrive. I want them to be separate things. Maybe that's just me, but that's just how I feel about it. Alright guys, if you feel like I've earned it, if you like what I'm doing, you might consider liking and subscribing. That does, liking the video, subscribing to the channel. It does go a long way to helping this small channel grow. I'm trying to build a community that helps each other find good budget guitar gear. So that's something near and dear to my heart. Music should be accessible to everybody. I feel like everyone should have a chance to play music, and that's one of the things I'm trying to do here, is help people find affordable gear that sounds really good, because there is a lot of it out there, and I feel like whether you're touring or playing a band live, busking in your bedroom, there's gear that we all are on our own budgets. We all have budgets, but a lot of us are on a low budget, and it is what it is. So I spend my money on my guitar stuff because this is my passion and I love it, and I figure, I can share my passion and help other people, hear some of this stuff too. So if we can build a community all together where we're all, giving feedback on these types of things, that'd be great. And if you guys have any thoughts, you can always comment that and let me know what you think about the pedal too. And if you have any issues, let me know. I'm always open to hearing. I like hearing from the community, and if you have trouble, make sure you let me know. Because maybe that would inform me of something I'm not aware of. Maybe you'd save someone else some money too. Anyway, if you like the background music or you like the way I play, you can always check me out over on Instagram and TikTok, because I write original guitar music, all my own stuff, and all the background music is my own. And you can hear all that kind of stuff over on Instagram and TikTok respectively, like I said. And it's a fun time over there. I've got a great community of fellow artists and musicians and luthiers over there I talk to a lot. they're great people, and come join the community. It's great over there. I really do have fun and appreciate everyone that's over there with me. Otherwise, that's all I've got for you. I do have more content coming up. More is always in the works. Keep shredding, partners. Appreciate all of you so much. Thanks again. Be kind to each other. Be kind to animals. See y'all soon.